The Memorial Day weekend is the unofficial start of the summer season, as many of you know. So, of course, hey, let's talk barbecue.
That's right. Long Beach is the place for that tomorrow. It's the second annual Long Beach Barbecue Festival, and that's where Coco is spending the morning. What are you eating, Coco?
Good morning to both of you. I'm going to be eating all of the food. We're talking about the best barbecue for the Long Beach Barbecue Festival, and that includes Full Send Barbecue. To tell us more about it, I'm joined with Dominic, Joel, and Marlena. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, if you can talk about Full Send Barbecue.
Yeah, so Full Send Barbecue was something that a business that we kind of created during the pandemic. We've got a passion for food, and we've got a passion for Filipino food specifically because we are a Texas Filipino craft barbecue catering company. So we started that during the pandemic, just trying to relive what we love to do.
Yes. And I know we're looking at this delicious piece of meat here. If you can talk about it and tell us more about this brisket.
Yeah, so this is our flagship brisket on our menu. It's prime grade Brent beef brisket. We smoke it for 12 to 14 hours over California white oak. After we smoke it for 12 to 14 hours, we'll actually rest it for another 12 hours. But there's no jokes here, no gimmicks, no shortcuts. We do it the real way that we're supposed to be doing it. So, and we're actually going to be slicing into it shortly and start feeding all of y'all. So
I know, because you were telling me there's a special way you got to cut this, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to explain it to you right now. So when slicing a brisket, it's very tricky because you have two different muscles that are kind of ingrained and they go in two different directions. Yeah. So we're just going to go straight down here.
Oh, it's so tender.
Yeah, so that's super tender. We're able to see all the juices that kind of flow out of there.
That's amazing. Like you said, this cooks for 14
hours. Yes, ma'am. There are no shortcuts. We just have to do it for 14 hours. It's a very tough muscle. It's considered the peck of the cow. Okay. So it's a muscle that's utilized very often. So you really have to take some time and break down those muscles so it's nice and tender.
It looks amazing. And you can talk about what else we've got on the table here, too.
Yeah, right? So after this, part of our menu during the Long Beach Barbecue Festival is we're going to have our Dirty Mac here. So my wife's actually going to start assembling it. But what we do with our Dirty Mac is we'll get some of our brisket that we slice up, and then after we slice up the brisket, we'll get the burnt ends here of the brisket. The burnt ends has a nice like coagulation of muscle and fat, so you get a nice jello texture. So we'll go ahead and chop that up, slice that on there.
Yum.
Yep. And put some barbecue sauce on that.
That looks amazing. And then this chicharrones on top, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, so we put chicharrones on top because it really is like a Filipino thing. Chicharron and rice and vinegar is really what we eat. But we like to use it as our garnishment with our barbecue sauce or our Filipino barbecue sauce as well.
I love it. Thank you so much, all of you. This is amazing. You've got to come check out Long Beach Barbecue Fest. It is happening tomorrow from noon until 9 o'clock. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Coco, thank you. That looks delicious. But you know